So far we have learned about logistic regression, the logistic response function, how we calculate the values of betas, and how we get the probabilities of the event occurring. We have also seen how we compute the confusion matrix, and using the confusion matrix how we determine the accuracy of the model or the error of the model. Now we in the confusion matrix, these terms have particular names to them. So let us see in this video what are these names, why do we give them particular names. So when an observation has an actual value of 0 and a predicted value also of 0, this is a good thing for us because it is actually a 0 and we are also predicting a 0 here. Similarly, this observation which is actually a 1 and I am also predicting a 1, I will give a green tick mark here representing these are good items for us, and we have seen this before. The accuracy is calculated by adding these two numbers divided by the total. Similarly, the other two terms, for example this is a error parameter as it is actually a 0 class but I have predicted class 1 here. Similarly, this is class 1 actually but I have predicted this as a 0, so this is also a error parameter for me. When we compute the error parameter by adding these two and dividing it by the total number of observations in the data. Now let us see what are these names called. So each of these names, they have two words. So each of these names, they have two words associated with it. Let us see how do we coin the second word. So we will talk about the second word here. So how do we coin the second word? So here is a rule which will help you remember what's the second word. So the second word is called positive. The second word is called positive if prediction is 1. If prediction is 1, the second word will be called positive, and the second word will be called negative if prediction is 0. So let us fill the second word based on this rule. So let me write down. So this is a prediction 1. So we have predicted 1 here. So in this column, both the second words will be positive as I have predicted 1 here. So let me write down positive and positive here. Both of these will be positive as I have predicted 1 for this column. So going by this rule. Similarly, both these second words will be negative as I have predicted 0 for this entire column. So going by this rule, I will write negative and negative here. Now once we have decided the second word, let us look at the first word now. So let's see the first word. The first word will be true if predictions is equal to our actual values, and it will be false if prediction is not equal to the actual value. So let us fill the first word now. Now filling the first word is very easy. If both the prediction and the actual values match, we write true. So in this case both match, both are zeros, so I will write true here. And in all other cases, if it doesn't match, we write false here. So the first word will be false. In this case it will be false since my actual value is 0 for this data, but the predicted value is 1, so I will write down a false here. Similarly here my actual is 1 but I am predicting a 0, so I will write a false here. Here I will write a true as actual value is a 1 and I have predicted a 1, so I will write a true here. So these are the names given to these parameters. The parameter where the actual value is 0 and we predict a 0 is called true negative. So TN stands for true negative. The parameter where the actual value is 0 and we predict a 1 is called false positive. So this is a false positive. So false positive. Similarly, this This parameter where the actual value is 1 and we predict a 0 is called false negative. And finally, this parameter where the actual value is 1 and we predict a 1 is called true positive. So this is a true positive. So finally, coming back to the accuracy parameter. So how is the accuracy calculated? We can also write down accuracy as true positive plus true negative divided by total. So true positive and true negative, remember these are the good terms. So the good terms start with true. Both of them are starting with true, and the error parameter is calculated by each of the individual errors which start with the word false. So this will be false negative plus false positive divided by total, and of course if we add both them up we get 100%. So these are other ways of representing the accuracy and error parameter. Now let us go back to the data that we saw earlier, the spreadsheet data, and let us try to identify which is a true positive and a true negative. So now the first record, imagine this to be a data frame where these are the actual values. This is the predicted probability. So imagine these to be output of a logistic regression model. So using a threshold of 0.5, you can see in the formula I have used 0.5. I have converted the probabilities to classes 1s and 0s. Now let us give names to them. Now this is an actual 1 and I have predicted. So for the names we just need to look at two columns, actual and predicted class. Now let us decide this is actually a 1 and I have predicted a 1. So this will be called a true positive. So this is from what we learned in this video. This is a true positive as it's actually a 1 and a predicted 1 as well. Now this is actually a 0 and I have predicted a 0. So this is a true negative for me. This is actual 1, predicted 1, so true positive, true positive. So let me write down true positive for this. This also will be true positive, actual 1, predicted 1. Now observation number 5 is actual 1 but I have predicted a 0. So since I have predicted 0, the second word will be negative, but actually it is a 1. So we'll have a false as the first word, so false negative. This will be a true negative, actual and predicted are zeros. Same for this, true negative. This is an actual 1, I have predicted 0. So this will be called a false negative. So this is a false negative. This is a 0 but I have predicted a 1. So this is a false positive. 0, 0 is true negative for me. And finally 0, 1 is false positive. So these are the different terms we have. So we can again calculate the accuracy now. So the accuracy will be TP plus TN divided by total. So how many true positives do we have? I have 1, 2, 3. 3 true positive I have. So let me write down a small 3 here. And how many true negatives do we have? So I have 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have 4 true negatives. So let me write down 4 here. So my accuracy will be 4 plus 3, which is 7 divided by total 11. So the total will be 11. I have 11 records in my data. Similarly, I can compute the error, and we have seen before I will get 4 divided by 11, where my false negative plus false positive. So false negative is 1, 2 false negative I have. So let me write down 2 here. And how many false positives do I have? False positives I have 1 here and 2 here. So I have 2 false positives as well. So this gives me a total of 4, and we can see that this plus this adds up to be 100%. So we are correct. So this is how we also measure the accuracy parameters, and these terms are very importantly used in businesses. We will talk more about these in an upcoming video.